Welcome to Sports Talk with DeAndre Branch. On today's show, I'll be discussing how the Yankees made one of the biggest moves in baseball history. Throughout Jeter's long baseball career with the Yankees, he never drew criticism. He always did the right thing, like he stayed out of trouble. But in his 2 months of being the general manager for the Marlins, he's been drawing so much criticism that it's just like crazy because you never seen Jeter in any kind of trouble. The first criticism he's drawing is he just traded Giancarlo Stanton to the Yankees for Starlin Castro and 2 minor leaguers. And many baseball fans doesn't feel like the Yankees gave the Marlins anything in return to get Stanton. They just gave them 3 players in the Marlins' eyes. On top of that, Stanton won MVP last season. Teams don't trade the player that just won MVP. And that's a big criticism Jeter is just drawing to right now. On top of that, the Marlins had one of the best offenses in baseball. All that they needed was pitching. If they had the pitching that the Astros or the Dodgers had, they possibly could be holding the World Series trophy right now. The Marlins had one of the best young talented trio outfields in the whole league last season. Stanton in right field, Yelich was in center field, and Ozuna was in left field. All of those players are all-star caliber players. Stanton is the best slugger in baseball. Yelich has a great glove. He's already won 3 gold gloves. And he has the talent to win a betting title someday in his career. He's a pure hitter. And Ozuna is just one of the most great 5-tool players in baseball. Jeter is also being criticized for not going to the MLB winter meetings in Orlando. He was seen Monday at the Dolphins and Patriots game drinking a beer in the press box. But he wasn't at the meeting, and it just looked bad for the general manager not to be there, but he'd be at the game. And that game was televised, so it just looked bad on Jeter's part. I believe Jeter just want to say that he built his team whenever they do make the playoffs and make a great playoff run. He want to say that he built his team. He didn't inherit a team from another manager or GM. The Yankees and Marlins agreed to the trade that sent Stanton to the Yankees, and in return, the Yankees sent all-star second baseman Starlin Castro to the Marlins, along with minor leaguers Jorge Guzman and Jose Devers, who is the cousin of young Red Sox third baseman Rafael Devers. This trade had just came a few days after the Marlins had just traded their table setter and the best base stealer in baseball, D. Gordon, to the Mariners. The trade just doesn't look good on Jeter's behalf because the Yankees should have sent more players to the Marlins, and Jeter sent Stanton to the team he played his whole career with. So it just looked like he was helping the Yankees. Stanton turned down deals with the Giants and the Cardinals because the teams both wanted him to waive his no-trade clause, and he just wasn't going to do it. Jeter said that he offered to keep Stanton in Miami, but that honestly may not be true because there's reports going around that Stanton hasn't talked to Jeter since early September when Jeter got the GM job. Stanton said in a press conference that the Yankees was the front runner to get him the whole time. Unlike the reports was saying that it was the Giants and the Cardinals. And in pinstripes, he'll be wearing the number 27. Stanton said he deserves to win, and he wasn't going to stick around in Miami for another rebuilding stage of 4 to 5 years. He said that the Yankees are young and they're in position to win for a very long time. And he lost for a long time in his career. So he just wanted to change that dynamic and be a winner. Stanton actually wasn't the Yankees' big priority this offseason. They actually wanted Japanese sensation Shohei Ohtani. But Ohtani decided to go to the Angels, and that decision opened the door for the Yankees to pick up on Stanton. And now the Yankees have 2 of the best power hitters in baseball on their team. Yankees GM Brian Cashman said he reached out to star Aaron Judge before agreeing to this deal with Stanton. Cashman has already dealt with this type of thing before. Back in '04, Jeter wasn't 100% all in for the Yankees to get A-Rod. But unlike Jeter, Judge was 100% all in. Stanton will do a lot of rotating between DH, right field, and left field this season for the Yankees. The Yankees led all major league teams in home runs last season. Stanton led all major league players in home runs. Stanton is the only reigning MVP other than Alex Rodriguez to get traded in this century. The Yankees finished the game out of the World Series. This move right here is just a great move that almost solidifies their spot in the World Series. Only the Astros had a better betting line or scored more runs than the Yankees last season, who averaged 5.3 runs a game. Stanton exceeded 1,000 OPS last season while hitting 59 home runs. Judge hit 52 home runs. The Yankees have a modern-day combo of Mickey Mantle and Roger Maris in their lineup. Opposing pitchers will have trouble pitching to this team that was already stacked on power. Roger Maris and Mickey Mantle are the only teammates in MLB history to hit 50 or more home runs in the same season. Judge and Stanton have the chance to accomplish that feat this season. Most power hitters like Judge and Stanton take their 200 or more strikeouts to drive in runs and hit more home runs. But Stanton managed to combine a career high in isolated power with a career low in strikeout rate this past season. This transformed him into a hitter that struck out over 30% of the time into a hitter that struck out just below league average. Stanton is not just a power hitter who transformed into a good hitter. He's looked at as one of the best defensive right fielders in baseball. He has one of the strongest arms on the planet. He's also a great base runner for his size. Last season, Stanton was third in the majors in wins above replacement, only behind Jose Altuve and Aaron Judge. This move is expected to make his new teammates better than they was last season. Good hitters create more opportunities for other players to produce runs. Players tend to hit better with men on base rather than men not being on base. So in that way, good hitters can have a positive impact on the rest of their teammates. This trade puts two of the tallest and biggest everyday players in majors on the same team. Stanton is 6'6", 245. Judge is 6'7", 282. They make the Bash Brothers combo of Mark McGwire and Jose Canseco look very skinny. Stanton played at one of the biggest stadiums in the majors in his whole career. He hit 59 home runs last season. 59. He missed hit 30 balls in Miami just by itself. If he missed hit those same 30 balls in Yankee Stadium, they're all going to be bombs. Yankee Stadium is a joke compared to Miami Stadium. Just like Aaron Judge, Stanton hits the ball to all fields. He's not just a pull-high-speed pull hitter. I'm not saying he will, but Stanton got a great shot of beating Barry Bonds' single-season home run record of 73 before his Yankee career is over. This is what you'll see every game next season.
One of the great power-hitting tandems any of us has ever seen.
Oh my, put it to orbit!
Oh man, get out of here! Woo!
Aaron is judge and jury. I mean, what he is doing is unbelievable.
It is up and away, and an opposite field home run for Giancarlo.
It is high, it is far, it is gone. Oh, what a home run!
Hits it deep, hits it out of here! My goodness, he is on fire.
Upper deck, a tremendous home run.
I don't think he's done. This is just another plateau.
All rise.
That's a long way from home plate. Wow! See ya!
Stanton drives it center field deep. Gone! 50! Vaporized to center!
He's done it! No rookie has ever hit 50 home runs in a season till Aaron Judge right now.
Giancarlo just keeps on crushing!
In the immortal words of Phil Rizzuto, holy cow.
It'll be interesting to see where the Yankees put Stanton in their lineup. Last season, the Yankees were so interchangeable with doing their lineup. Aaron Judge, Didi Gregorius, Starlin Castro, and Gary Sanchez all took turns hitting 2 through 6. My best bet is newly signed manager Aaron Boone will not have Stanton and Judge hitting back-to-back. They're both prone to strike out, and that could be too many strikeouts back-to-back if they're both cold at the same time. But having a lot of hitters to choose from in your lineup is definitely a great problem to have, and any manager wants that problem. The Red Sox have counterattacked the Yankees' move by doing this. You have to feel bad for Marlins fans. They just traded their best player in franchise history to the Yankees, and they didn't get much in return. They have not tasted the playoffs in years. And it's going to be more years until they touch the playoffs because their rebuilding stage will probably take up to 6 years. Marlins don't really show up to the games like they should and support the team. And it's going to be worse now that Stanton isn't on the team. Stadium will pretty much be empty. Stanton is owed $77 million over the next 3 seasons. If he doesn't opt out after 2020, he'll make at least an additional $218 million over the next subsequent 7 or 8 seasons. That's the exact length depending on a 2028 club option. The $30 million Miami is including in the deal will only apply if Stanton doesn't opt out. It helps the Yankees immediately for luxury tax purposes, effectively spreading out evenly over the length of his contract. Stanton has already played the first 3 seasons of his contract extension that he signed in 2014. The remaining money left over on the deal still represents the most expensive deal in Major League Baseball history. That is for right now. Next winter, Bryce Harper and Manny Machado are both free agents, and they are both expected to get more money than Stanton got in 2014. This concludes my show for today. I really hope y'all enjoyed it. Make sure to leave some likes and some comments down below to let me know what y'all thought of the video. If you're a new viewer, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the bell beside it so you get my newest content as soon as I drop the videos. Be out.